Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we need to do some work on our factory world here. We need housing and a job, and we're full on building slots, so that pretty much means a city district. We are short on our minerals. Okay. Sure, we could buy in a couple, or we could just wait for 2 months here, and I think that's going to be what we end up doing here. Okay. Just checking to see if we have any idle civilian ships. We don't for the moment, so we're just going to give this a little bit. Okay, the Interstellar Ishni Compact has discovered us. They are xenophobic isolationists. Voting is mandatory, though, so they'll have to do that. They will have to register to vote, just for the record. Okay, we'll go ahead and build that city district now that we have the minerals for it. We are negative on our energy credits currently. And apparently, we didn't build our research station in Kastaba. I don't know how I missed that one, but okay, sure. So we're also going to build our mining stations up over here.
Survey complete.
We're going to need to get, like, just one of these going for now. So I'm going to go for the 13 energy credits. There we go.
Technology discovered.
We definitely require more minerals, that's for sure. We just got the cold fusion reactor, and let's go ahead and grab research station output. There we go.
Construction complete.
So that's all great. We also just finished up the Epsilon Eridani station. We got the off-world trading company here. This is not in a nebula, so the other thing that we would probably end up getting here is a resource silo. But for now, we of course need to grab additional trade hubs. Just the trade hubs on their own will get us 2 trade value each, but that will also get us additional range. So we're currently collecting out to Terabellum, and this will allow us to collect out to Altair, or up over this way, we're going to be able to get the 16 trade value from Alpha Centauri, which is a pretty big deal at this point. Let's see, CIV, 104? No, this is a trinary system. This is C4. Okay. Zarkon C4's toxic biosphere gives the planet a very unique color scheme. We'll go ahead and research that. Fantastic. And we do have a lot of colonies being set up right now, which is great. We like that. That is very, very good. We're going to build our additional mining stations in Brachma, and then as soon as we're done in Kastaba, we're going to head to Odlamon. There we go.
Colony.
How did we manage to not survey anything out here? I must have clicked the wrong thing in Sasan. But we surveyed part of it.
Construction complete.
That's interesting. I'll be honest. I'm not sure how that happened. Okay. Images capturing Zarkon C4's mesmerizing purple-colored rain, taken by the UES Galileo's surface exploration probes, somehow find their way into the hands of the cultural elite on Earth. While the discovery is of no scientific value, the evocative imagery of the colorful precipitation sparks a minor renaissance in the human art world, the positive effects of which shall be felt for years to come. Plus 10% happiness. Cool. So we're going to make our way up over... Actually, let's survey Ilex, and then we'll make our way back to Sasan, and then we'll go back to automatic surveying from there. Cool. The UES Rhine is not doing anything right now. We'll build a mining station here, and we should colonize this world as well. This is a tomb world, and so we will colonize it with the Racket.
Survey complete.
Our society research finishes up. We could go for additional naval cap here. We're doing okay on starbase cap. We could also go for tile blocker clearance. That's an option. And I guess we'll get that done. Cool. We can activate a relic, but no one cares. Excellent. So the UES Scout here is going to go on to automatic surveying. That's an awkward location for it to go to, but I guess it wants to grab, like, the tomb world? I don't know. We can see that this dead ends out here at this point. And there's space amoebas here, so for now there's nothing too major up that way that we want to go for. We can send a fleet out to eliminate these space amoebas. They'll take a while to get there, but we can do that. Okay. And then let's go up and survey Yamal proper right now. Fantastic. Our mandate was unfulfilled. I didn't even know what it was. Cool. The Santa Maria just stopped because its leader died. We'll get it, say, William Parson here. Actually, none of these are great, are they? We'll go for the anomaly research speed, but it's definitely not great. We're going to head up over this way, and then we are going to automatically survey. Fantastic. Clay Mackenzie died, and that is sad. We also lost Dai Lin. That was very rapid. Okay. Psychic, huh? None of these are good, to be clear. But I guess just taking the research speed upgrade will do. I mean, Psychic is pretty good, actually. But unfortunately, Archaeologist is not going to be very good in physics research. Okay, so activating the last bowel is not something we're going to do just yet. We'll get rid of that. So that'll be fine. The Vor technocracy can try to subjugate us. They can try. They may even succeed. How are we doing on our jobs? Nothing too major right now. Okay. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence.
Construction.
Okay. Only 30 days on that. Not too bad. So we'll head down to Sasan, and nothing we can actually do to claim that right now, but that's okay.
Construction complete.
Apparently we fulfilled our mining mandate. Okay. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Tistra 1, is how I'm going to say that. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they've long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Okay. 3 engineering research there. Cool. As soon as we're done in Brachma, of course, we will head down to Cyban. A group of investigators have found a hidden factory on Volmar Prime. The building, in its state of decay, tells of an old civilization, one that excelled at constructing things that stood the test of time. Our population would easily be able to use the factory to add to the colony's production output. Okay, so that's out over this way. We have that here. Okay. Well, that's fine. No problem whatsoever there, in theory.
Establishing colony.
Okay, so we're done over this way. We definitely want to go colonize Zarkon C3, so we're going to make our way over there next. Fantastic. The Vor can subjugate us. That's not shocking. Okay, so the Vor are coming down over this way. I mean, we cut them off in Sasan, so that's not too bad. I'm not too concerned about that one. The Orinoco is not doing anything, but it's waiting in Sasan for that to be finished in terms of its surveying. And we'll just queue up automatic surveying after. I think I already did that, but that's okay. Tile blocker clearance has finished up here. We get a gene modification point if we want one. Or we can go for more tile blocker clearance. And for now, that's what we're going to do. That's going to be important later on.
Technology discovered.
Okay, there's cruisers done. Beautiful. Crystal mines wouldn't be awful. Corvette hull points would be pretty good too. We'll go ahead and grab that because it's a rare tech. Okay. So at this point, let's design ourselves a bit of a cruiser. I mean, our weapon systems are really, really lame right now, but that's okay. We've not focused on that in the slightest. Let's see, line combat computers. We need a range of 80 here, so we sit at artillery for now. And I'm just going to redo this. There we go. Deflectors and ceramo metal armor. Cool. And then we can put in, I suppose we could put in afterburners. It's not great for cruisers, but it'll do for now until we have something better. We can also add in cruisers into our 2 fleets here. Of course, we haven't built any destroyers yet. We can add 2 cruisers and then go to 6 destroyers, like that. That'll do. That puts us at 83 for our naval cap, so we are going to need to up our naval cap a little bit. Of course, we're primarily focused right now on getting ourselves new systems. That's our primary focus for the moment. So it'll take a little while, but that's fine.
Construction complete.
Hey, we finished in a starbase in Cyban. We're definitely going to grab our mining and research stations there. And these guys will arrive up here in about 270 days. Not too bad, all things considered. So we definitely want to grab Bintu. We want to push down over this way just as far as we can. Massive storms are visible in the upper atmosphere of this gas giant. It might be worth the effort to study them in more detail. Indeed it might. Okay. So once we're done in Cyban, of course, we're going to go take Bintu. And the Orinoco is going to finish up in Sasan soon. It'll just take a little bit of time to get all this surveyed. Tistra 6 frequently experiences massive and extremely violent storm systems in its atmosphere. Several dozen persistent storms are visible from orbit, with wind speeds often reaching in excess of 700 meters per second. I kind of moved speeds there. The cause of these storms is not immediately apparent, as we have found nothing in the planet's climate model that would explain them. Our scientists are interested in studying this anomaly. Okay, go ahead and do it.
Colony founded.
Okay, so there's a colony done on Trappist. Of course, all three of these are Trappist Prime, which is not going to be confusing at all, I promise. We're going to build a gene clinic and a city district there. Fantastic. Okay, actually, as soon as we're done surveying this, I want to survey here and see if we can cut them off from this. That would be great. Trappist Prime has finished up, and we're going to put in a gene clinic and a city district. Of course, that is Trappist Prime as opposed to Trappist Prime or Trappist Prime. So that's good to know. Research station output finishes up. And I think from here, we're going to take advanced combat rolls. Cool. I would like to start getting some military research going. That would be nice. The UES Rhine needs to build over here, which we can't do, I think, because of lack of minerals for the moment. Okay. However, what we can do is we can come over here and colonize with humans. Actually, this is a continental world? No, it's an ocean world. Close enough. We'll colonize this one with humans. Cool. No jobs currently available, and our construction ship is just chilling down here for now.
Technology discovered.
Cool. So there's more tile blocker clearance. We can definitely grab naval cap. Yes, we're going to grab naval cap here. It's a pretty lengthy research, but that will allow us to max out our 2 fleets. So that'll be fine. The Rhine will start working out over here on research stations first. There we go. And the Orinoco will finish up here very, very soon. The Scout is up this way. It's not quite ready to move to Landis, but we'll get into position for it. And we'll arrive up here with our 3rd fleet to take out these space amoebas very, very soon. So this construction ship will definitely build a starbase here. And we can see they're expanding this direction. We can definitely cut them off in Sasan. And we just lost another scientist, our engineering researcher. What do we get? Voidcraft? Okay. Alternatively, there's this psychic here. We recruit this psychic. We put this guy into the engineering research. Then, we put this guy into our physics research. Beautiful.
Survey complete.
And we lost somebody else, too. Elsa Meyer of the Scout. All of our scientists all dying at once. Okay. A custom AI assistant? Sure. Robin Lankshire will work. Fantastic.
Complete.
And we lost Hubert Javin as well. Everybody's all dying at once. Okay, so we're going to eliminate this fleet. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll maybe take a couple losses. Deep within a crevice of the giant asteroid XR7717, we found something astonishing. There's mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself into the vast depth of the asteroid. It stands abandoned, with no sign of who placed it there. If we can stop the machine, we might be able to learn something about the technology used to build it, but we must hurry before random debris crushes it. Okay, we'll try and stop it.
Updated.
And where is this? We need a construction ship in orbit? We do have a construction ship in Zarkan. So we'll head on over. The Ganges will build in Bintu. And the Scout will, of course, head up this way as soon as we're done with this, taking out these space amoebas. Cool. They are eliminated.
Construction complete.
So we're now going to research the projects in the system and then survey it. And we're going to head back to Sol. It's a long journey, to be sure, and we'll reinforce that fleet. Cool. We've discovered the fossilized remains of a gargantuan gastropod, matching no previously encountered lifeform, trapped within a huge block of ice, circling T1T9H45. Its eyes glare fiercely ahead, tentacles reared and muzzle twisted into a gruesome grimace, as if locked in a silent shout. The creature displays no apparent signs of sapience. Despite its eerie visage, our scientists believe that if domesticated, the creature could make a valuable asset. They recommend extracting some of its DNA for cloning. Sure. It might make a good voter. Let's do it. So we can see that they already have a construction ship down here. I'm going to give up on this system, and we're going to head up and survey up here. Cool. Yeah, they already have this. So we cut them off in Sasan. That's the best we can do. No reports of any problems have been issued from the Odd Factory on Volmar Prime. It seems like the colony will maintain the projected production estimates. Fantastic. So that's all great. We're a little bit negative on food and on consumer goods right now. Now we do have this colony. This is a pretty decent factory world. We do need a gene clinic and a city district though, and we're lacking in minerals for that. And we need a gene clinic here as well. Okay, I'm gonna buy in minerals here. 5,000 of them. Yeah, that spends most of our energy credits, but we're definitely being a little bit mineral limited for the moment. So we'll put in a gene clinic and a city district. And then up here, we wanted a city district. Cool. On our capital, we have an unemployment. I would go for, like, a food processing facility, but we don't have the tech for that. We can't even build a hydroponics farm. Okay. That's exciting. I guess we'll go for a civilian industry. While it cannot be denied that the intoxicating effects of Trappist Prime's atmosphere are enjoyable and even helpful in some cases, there is pressure from the more conservative parts of the Human Star League to crack down on the possibly addictive gases. I mean, that's some good physics research. We're gonna leave it be. Our scientists have discovered something rather monstrous. The mountain range they scanned earlier was in actuality the outer membrane of a gigantic egg. It's uncertain what behemoth could lay such an egg, and what horror would hatch from it. We'll study it from afar. We don't want to tempt that particular fate. Cool.
Debris analyzed.
Well, we got some tech there. Fantastic.
Special project complete.
We've successfully cloned a healthy population of gargantuan slugs from the fossilized DNA. They reached maturity within weeks, weighing up to 20 tons, and have developed a primitive level of sapience, responding to simple one-syllable commands. Though they've yet to show any violent tendencies, they produce a thick, toxic mucus when vexed, and their hue seems to shift with their mood. The research team has named them Azizians for the hissing sounds with which they communicate among themselves. If they're not sapient, then they're no use to us as voters. So we're going to dispose of them for the society research. Cool. So that is fantastic.
Colony established.
Okay, A and Prime. Fantastic. Gene Clinic and City District. Right out of the gate. Okay, nothing else to be done up here for now. That's fine. And Sasan is, of course, ours. We'll next move down to Strubius after that. Beautiful. This Forge World is a Forge World. This is not actually a Forge World. It's auto-designated, and we will probably, for now, make this be an Agri World. There's only 4 potential agriculture districts here, which isn't great, but we'll go ahead and put in an agriculture district there to help our food generation. We've gotten a report from Science Officer Waylin. It seems that a ceramic container is circling the star Euskomia. Most peculiar. It should obviously not be there, yet somehow it has managed to find its way into a close orbit. A special project can be issued to investigate the container and try to deduce how it ended up there. Well, I've never seen this result in anything worthwhile. All questions don't have worthwhile answers. We'll take some influence. Cool. Okay. So everything is nicely underway there. When are we going to finish up our next researches, is the question. 8 months on advanced combat roles?
Survey complete.
Okay. So that's fine. We finish up surveying Hallex, and at this point we're just auto-surveying. So that's fine. The Galileo is out over here, and we will have it auto-survey as well. Beautiful. So we're heading down over here to do that drill rampage. That'll be fine.
Complete.
Okay, the Ganges is out over here not having anything to do. So we will move down over this direction to Ilya and build our starbase.
Colony.
Beautiful. Another colony is being established on Gruner Prime, as expected. We already colonized this, didn't we? Yes. Okay. Cool. There have been many reports of unexplainable seismic disturbances on TRAPPIST Prime. That's not TRAPPIST Prime or TRAPPIST Prime. Just to clarify, that's TRAPPIST Prime, just so you know. Tremors can be felt across the planet, and many of our settlements have suffered damage. While investigating the earthquakes, our scientists discovered a vast network of subterranean caverns. The deepest of these caverns is home to some kind of indigenous civilization, and they appear to be tunneling towards the surface. Ground vibrations from our settlements may have triggered this behavior, but we cannot be certain. There's no telling how these aliens will react when they spill out of their tunnels and encounter our colonists. We have to deal with this civilization, this situation. We absolutely will. I recommend that we get a bunch of voter registration forms and just have a stack of them ready to go. That's the plan here. So we're going to do that. We are going to get ourselves some voter registration forms. Beautiful. Okay, on our capital, we don't actually have that job missing. That's fine. Cool. Okay, so our capital is really awkward in its setup. No doubt about that.
Special project complete.
One of our probes burrowed through the ground and intercepted the tunneling aliens on TRAPPIST Prime. After the startled alien workers calmed down, the probe was successful in establishing communications with their leaders. Open a channel. Is this thing on? Can you see us, surfacers? We understand you hail from the great nothing that lies upwards beyond the stone. It was assumed nothing living could exist there, but evidently this is not so. What are your intentions? We want to register you as voters. We have to make sure that you have a say in what happens on your planet. So, here are some voter registration forms, and that'll be great. Then so we shall, Surfacer. Let us share this world together in the spirit of peace. We'd be most interested in trading with your people. I believe we have much to offer one another. We shall return to our cities and make the arrangements. Fantastic. So we have elections like every 4 years or something. I'm not sure how frequently our elections are, but all you gotta do is have all of your citizens, 100% of them, all they have to do is file a ballot, and you'll be okay. Fantastic. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're starting to find some actual borders, so that's great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cambron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.